What is chemical engineering?
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 What is chemical engineering? That's fun.
Chemical engineering is a way to bridge science and put it into practice. Chemical engineers work on plants as large as cities or on projects as small as an atom.
We use large-scale reactors in the real world to answer what's happening on a molecular level, so smaller than you could ever hope to see.
Chemical engineering is applying chemistry principles to engineering and real-world problems.
Chemical engineering is to do some kind of process that you want to scale up in order to manufacture some product with some kind of value.
So chemical engineering is an intersection of a lot of topics. Like chemistry is honestly just one, chemistry is just one kind of point, but there's a lot of math and thermodynamics, which you'll learn about, and stuff like that brings it into engineering. And something I really liked about it is that it's really broad and you can go from like different scales and topics. So this is like a big scale, but a lot of other people look at stuff at smaller scales, which is really cool, like down to the nitty-gritty of chemistry.
Chemical engineering is the process where you take chemistry and you scale it up to the real world. So that means taking something that happened in a beaker, in a flask, and making it a real process that can form anything from chemicals to drinking water to fuels and oil and all sorts of anything that you touch that was made has a chemical engineer at some point processing it. So what does that mean on the day-to-day? That means working with systems like flow and pipes, like what you see behind me over here, or catalytic reactors with those gas cylinders behind me. A lot of separations. So this is a gas-liquid separator that are very, very large, across 3 stories over here, or reactors. So over here you'll see that we have a fluidized bed reactor where the gases actually fluidize particles inside this large chamber where we can study the properties there. Membrane separations, heat exchangers, these are the processes that are called unit operations, and when you put them all together you have a chemical plant, and chemical engineers design and operate these plants.
At WPI, it's really nice because they just like build those general skills that you need, and you can kind of take it anywhere, honestly, to a specific thing you want to do. I know, like my sophomore year, we got to do projects, and I also liked working on projects. That was something that was really helpful for me. And the senior year experience, you get to actually operate these things. That's a plug. By actually operating them and like comparing your experimental stuff to kind of the theory, that was really helpful for me.
Here at WPI, does a really good job at kind of fostering creativity and growing kind of the light inside students.
So here at WPI specifically, we use reactor design to see how can we break traditionally thought of rules to do things that were not thought possible before.
Chemical engineering at WPI is using these techniques in a real-world application.
So what I'm doing here is a full flow reactor. It's a continuous flow, so we can feed a gas and a liquid. It can be heated at desired temperature. So this is to produce the targeted products.
Here we have a hydrothermal liquefaction reactor where we work to turn food waste into usable biofuels.